Hey guys, what's up? I'd like to apologise for, it was my birthday yesterday. Big night last night and I'm feeling a little bit blah. Okay, gay marriage in Australia. We can blame John Howard for that one. Basically, he was our last Prime Minister before Kevin Rudd. Kevin 07, yeah, he was elected at the end of 2007, 2008, blah, 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 anyway. And, he didn't get to finish his term because recently, Julia Gillard and the Labour Party, which is, we have a lot of parties in Australia, like, a lot of parties in Australia, but the two major ones are Liberal and Labour, and they're the only two who ever voted in Parliament for, like, being a Prime Minister. Prime Minister for us is, it's like your president because, basically, because we're a part of the Commonwealth, which is, like, Canada, England, Canada, England, I should know other places, but yeah, Canada and England, basically. So we have prime ministers, and recently, Kevin Rudd was ousted by, Julia Gillard, who was our new prime minister, the first female prime minister, which is a huge step. However, we recently found out about 3 or 4 days ago that, she is 100% against, gay marriage. Now, it was originally, the actual, legislation was changed by John Howard, in 2006 or 2007, I cannot remember exactly. He made it that, marriage will only be recognised between a man and a woman. The only rights that we have de facto, relationships, so, in a de facto relationship, you have similar rights, but they're basically just recognised, like, for taxation and superannuation, and it just recognises a lot of rights, and those apply if you've been in a relationship with this person for, like, I'm pretty sure it's more than a year. Same-sex marriage in Australia, it's not going to happen for a really long time because, Kevin Rudd didn't get to finish his term. It would have been over at the middle of next year, but that's when all election. That's the word, re-election. God, you're an idiot. Re-election next year, and because he's been ousted early, it means that Kevin Rudd wasn't even originally for same-sex marriage anyway, so that wasn't going to get us anywhere. But Julia Gillard, now that she has been in, it's going to be Julia Gillard, she's an atheist, she's in a de facto relationship, she's with a guy in a de facto relationship. Atheist de facto relationship, against same-sex marriage on a personal belief. Now, for me, this is fucking ridiculous because, there should be a separation between state and church. Yet even that, just her personal views, because it's not church in this instance. It's like, she's an atheist. She doesn't fucking believe in anything, but it's just her personal view that, she's against same-sex marriage. She's all for, same-sex rights and all that shit, but she's against marriage. And on the other side, in the Liberal Party, we have, oh my god, what's his name? Leader of the Liberal Party. Dad! Who's that arsehole who's the leader of the Liberal Party? Tony fucking Abbott. Oh my Jesus. Okay. Precisely right. Oh my Jesus. Tony Abbott is a full-blown Christian. He is... Oh, God. I remember watching this debate, and it was like the leader of the Greens Party, which is a party all for conservation of the environment, basically just with global warming, a debate, and the leader of the Greens, Bob Brown, I am positively sure that Bob Brown is gay, and there was a huge argument on this debate I was watching between Tony Abbott and Bob Green, and somehow, despite the fact that we weren't even talking about, same-sex anything, how fucking Tony Abbott just brought it up and he was all, like, fucking going off at him, and she's just like, oh, it's wrong, blah, 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 I'm Christian, little son. And he's, like, going off at him for nothing, and Bob Green's just, like, he owned him, I can't remember what he said, but basically it's just, like, Tony Abbott is the biggest dick of life. And he's Christian, and he's totally against anything same-sex, obviously. He thinks it's a sin, all that shit. And so we got, on one side we have Tony Abbott, who's a major Christian freak. On the other side we have Julia Gillard, who's against same-sex marriage, and who is like this... Oh, I can't even imitate how bad at life she is. She's just such an idiot. I can't believe that people even wanted her over Kevin Rudd. I mean, Kevin Rudd didn't keep promises or anything, but shit, this is going a really long time. Just, Julia Gillard, she was not supposed to be our first woman prime minister. Fuck, she's bad at life. Oh, she's so bad at life. Her hair is so buffy. So, one side Tony Abbott, one side Julia Gillard. Now, who the hell are we going to vote for? We don't want Julia Gillard, she's a piece of shit. We don't want Tony Abbott, he's a Christian piece of shit. Oh, not that I have anything against Christians, I myself do have... There's a little bit of faith left in me. I don't have anything against Christianity, okay? He's just a Christian dick. Yeah, so, basically same-sex marriage is not gonna get... Nothing's gonna change there. Nothing is gonna change. It's not... If we're hoping for it, you know, it'll be... For you guys, your presidents only have 2 terms. You're only allowed to be in there for 2 terms. Right? Yeah, because George Bush was in there for 2 terms. In Australia, a Prime Minister can be Prime Minister for however long he has voted in for. How fucking stupid is that? We had John Howard for such a long time, so no reforms there for same-sex alliance. As what's going to happen now, I mean, if Tony Abbott's voted in, we're screwed. If Julia Gillard's elected, she was never even elected! Fuck! If she's elected in, technically it's re-elected, but she was never even elected in the first place. So if she's elected into being Prime Minister, even though she's still even though she is Prime Minister, then, backstabbing bitch, then we have no chance of same-sex alliance. Same-sex marriage, all that jazz, you know, nothing is going to change, and that can happen for us for ages, 4, 8 years, possibly even 12. How bad is that? We should really be following in the footsteps of, not Finland, you dick. Iceland, go Iceland. Let's go live in Iceland and get married. Even our only, out minister, Penny Wong, she's cool, you know, she's cool, but she's a shit, like, I mean, she's against gay marriage, even though she is gay. And I understand that there are a lot of gay people who don't want gay marriage legalized, but there are a lot of gay people who do want the right to be able to marry their partner, and you should really accept that, because, like, you can't just... If you're gay and, like, you've got your gay friend... You don't personally think that there should be gay marriage, but they want to be able to marry their partner. You know, you should help them be able to marry their partner. It's just a basic human right. Gay marriage really should be allowed. It's just not going to happen. In Australia, it's not going to happen. If we want to get married, we basically should just head on over to Iceland. Or Canada. I'd actually vote for Canada. Canada is rad. But yeah, okay. Second part of the video, actually, I still have to eat forever. Well, I have a cough, at least I'm not throwing up. If I were to get married, I would wear a dress. Yeah, I'd wear a dress. I like wearing dresses. You probably can't picture that, but I like wearing dresses and doing my hair up like it's some spiky motherfucker. Where's the dress that I wore last night? Well, I wore these heels last night. Aren't they hot? I wore those heels last night, and I wore this dress last night. So, as much as you can't imagine me wearing dresses, I actually do. So yeah, I definitely wear a dress if I got married. Yeah, I'd wear a dress, and, as for it being traditional, I really wouldn't mind. I wouldn't care if it were in a church or not. I don't know. I honestly just wouldn't mind, and traditional vows and stuff like that, I don't know. I'm not sure, I have a lot of time to think about that. I'm only 16 years old. I'm 16, how cool is that, 16? As of 24 hours ago, so I have a long time to think about that. And hopefully by that time, you know, I'm 18, 19. No, that's not going to happen. Hopefully by the time I'm 26, it's legal in Australia. But I'm not even going to be here. I'm going to be in America. So hopefully in America, more states start to recognise same-sex marriage. Because not enough do. Is it in, like, Texas or something? Like, it's not... I don't know if it's Texas, but bestiality is legal. Which is really fucked up if you ask me. And, like, you can marry your first cousin. I don't even know. So... yeah, I think I'm definitely done for this video. I have a lot of editing to do, okay. I really hope that was somewhat informative. I will see you all next week, and hopefully I'm looking a little better. Okay, yeah. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Awesome weekend. Enjoy it. See ya.